Welcome back to Marketing Essentials for Your Business, Module 2, Video 2, Your Unique Selling Proposition. If you're interested in business and marketing, at some point you'll learn about the need to have a unique selling proposition. The Entrepreneur.com Encyclopedia defines a unique selling proposition as follows. The factor or consideration presented by a seller is the reason that one product or service is different from and better than that of the competition. But what does that mean? And how will a unique selling proposition, or USP, help your business? The problem with book definitions is that they rarely help with understanding a term like this means. You can read textbook definition after textbook definition and never fully understand the core meaning. So what exactly is a unique selling proposition, and how will having one help your business to succeed? A unique selling proposition is what your business stands for. It's what sets your business apart from others because of what your business makes a stand about. Instead of attempting to be known for everything, businesses with unique selling propositions stand for something specific, and it becomes what you're known for. Let me explain. Many businesses make the mistake of attempting to stand for everything when they get started. They want to do everything well, and they want to be all things to all people. They want to be known for having the highest quality products and the lowest prices. They want to have the best food and the cheapest prices. They want to be known for having the best burgers and the most delicious salads and the juiciest steaks and ribs. The problem is this. When you attempt to be known for everything, you don't become known for anything. Starbucks is another successful business that makes a great case study for unique selling propositions. They went from a small coffee shop in Washington to one of the most recognized brands in America, and they transformed this company from a nation of Folgers drinkers to a nation of coffee connoisseurs. So how did they do it? You guessed it, they developed a unique selling proposition. To become familiar with Starbucks' unique selling proposition, you need to ask this question. And the same thing goes for your business. You're going to be asking this question. So in this case, what does Starbucks stand for, and what are they known for? Well, the answer is quite simple. They stand for premium coffee beverages, and they're known for the same. They don't stand for premium coffee beverages and the lowest prices. If they did, they wouldn't stand out from corner gas stations. Because they take a stand to provide premium coffee, they stand out from the corner gas stations that sell cups of coffee for 99 cents. That's how they get away with selling coffee for $5. If instead they tried to compete head-to-head with gas stations on price, the quality would suffer, and their product wouldn't be unique. They wouldn't be able to stand for premium coffee. They also don't stand for premium coffee and gourmet breakfast sandwiches and the most amazing smoothies and the best prices. Yes, they've offered those products in different forms for various periods of time, but that's not what they stand for. They're not trying to be known as the amazing coffee sandwich and smoothie place, and they're not trying to compete head-to-head with McDonald's or Jamba Juice or Booster Juice. Instead, they're the convenient premium coffee cafe that happens to also sell breakfast sandwiches and smoothies if you want one while you're picking up your delicious coffee. So before you even start marketing your services, you need to know who you're targeting, of course, which is what we've discussed in Lesson 1. You need to be specific as possible. So you've already identified your customer in Lesson 1. I want you to think back to that and think about what their needs are. Step number 2, explain the problem that you solve. From your client's perspective, what is the individual need or challenge that they face that your business can solve for them? Remember this example from Lesson 1? Reg Bowler is the owner of Bowler, and he sought professional help in creating his USP and his script, as he calls it, which identifies his customers' pain points and identifies how his company solves their problem. So his unique selling proposition is, for more than 25 years, we've been helping bar owners operate more profitably. This is at the end of every single newsletter that Reg puts out, which I happen to manage his newsletters, and so this is included in all of his newsletters. He includes this in all of his marketing collaterals, and he also includes this pain point and his script, as he calls it, when he's introducing himself to bar owners and other people, as well as in various forms like on his website, as you see here, where he says, we typically work with clients who are frustrated with lipstick spots or film on their glassware. upset with the amount of foam, warm, or waste beer coming from their beer taps, or angry that an emergency situation isn't handled immediately. We help our customers achieve their goals by ensuring that their glass washer machine always provides an endless supply of sparkling, crystal clear glassware. Their draft beer dispensing system pours ice cold, clear, brewery fresh draft beer, and an emergency situation is handled immediately by an experienced technician. So, not to be confused between the two, the unique selling proposition is what you see at the top. For more than 25 years, we've been helping bar owners operate more profitably. The second part is what he includes, and it's kind of an expansion of it. It targets the pain points, and it explains how he solves those pain points. So that's what he uses in his marketing copy and as his script. In step number 3, you're going to list 3 to 5 of the biggest benefits a client gets from choosing to work with you that they could not get from someone else. So what sets you apart from your competition? Again, thinking from the client's perspective, these benefits should explain why your services are important to them and why they should choose you over another provider. And step 4, a big part of a successful USP is making a pledge to your clients. While this can be implied instead of spelled out in your USP, write down this promise you make to your clients in this step. And step 5, once you've completed steps 1 to 4, take all the information you've listed and combine it into one paragraph. There should be some recurring ideas and thoughts, so you'll want to start merging statements and rewriting in a way that flows and makes sense. In your workbook, you will complete all of these steps, and I'm getting you to actually rework these steps a little bit as well in your workbook. So step 6, cut it down. In this step, take your paragraph from step 5 and condense it into just one sentence. You want your final USP to be as specific and as simple as possible. So some questions to think about while you're creating your USP. Why should I read or listen to you? And this is the client perspective again. Why should I believe what you have to say? Why should I do anything about what you're offering? And why should I act now? A couple final tips. Do several drafts over the course of a week. And do this at the beginning of the day, not at the end of the day when you're tired. And revisit this. Rewrite this, after a few months, after a year, or if anything else changes in your business. A lot of businesses tend to evolve over time. The services that you offer tend to evolve as you react to your customers. So make sure that you're revisiting this from time to time to make sure that you're always current. Here's a few examples of USPs. Domino's Pizza. You get fresh, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. So as you can see, they're letting the customer know what they get, what makes them distinct from any other competition, and they state their promise to you, the customer. FedEx. When your package absolutely, positively has to get there overnight. So again, they are conveying their promise to get the package there overnight, and they're stating what they're applying to your pain. So this is for someone who absolutely, positively, there's no doubt about it, your package has to get there overnight. And M&M's, again, they're hitting the customer pain point. Eating some other candies and having them melt in your hand is not a pleasant experience. So M&M's is melt in your mouth, not in your hand. And an example from my own again, as I showed you in the last video, mine is growing your business through integrated marketing solutions. My business is about your business, and it's about growing your business, hence the trees again. And remember what I said about the trees being different color, but the same tree. It's about integration. And I firmly believe in integrating different marketing solutions. So I've condensed everything that I stand for into one short sentence. So this is an exercise that you're going to do in your workbook. And the next exercise, we're going to work on a clear marketing message. And you're going to think about an upcoming promotion that you have that it could be something that you do a few times a year, or it could be something that you've been planning on doing. And if you're really stuck, you can always think of a past promotion that you've done, just so that we've got an exercise in creating a clear marketing message. So people connect with straightforward and honest communications. And some studies have shown that 84% of consumers are actually inclined to trust companies using jargon-free language. People don't like this anymore. Back in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, there was a whole lot of jargon in the marketing messages. Nowadays, people like things to be very straightforward and very honest. So make sure your messages are free of jargon. So first of all, what you're going to do, I'm going to give you 5 tips to help your marketing messages sing with short attention spans, and with lots of intense competition out there. You need very clear language that is very essential to help marketing messages really sing and spark interest in your business. So first of all, clarify your thoughts. This is the first step towards understandable language. Clear thinking is very important. Before writing any business message, take the time to distill key points about your company. Can you describe what your product or service, can you describe it clearly and succulently? What qualities differentiate your offerings from others in the industry? How will customers benefit? If you can't reply to these questions without hesitation, focus on developing some clear explanations. So when you do your exercise in your workbook, I want you to think about this in terms of a promotion. So what product or service are you promoting? Can you state that clearly? And what differentiates this from someone else offering maybe a similar promotion in the industry? What's going to differentiate this? And how are the customers going to benefit from your promotion? The next step is to energize your descriptions. Through your words, you can convey action. Create promotions with impact. For example, delete strings of adjectives. Also, try to avoid overused descriptions like hot and best. They've really lost their meaning in the world of advertising anyways. Instead, rely on verbs that are full of energy, such as sparkle, zip, zoom, anything that's just got a whole lot of energy to it. And really pinpoint the specific advantages of products and services and convey a sense of urgency, like save time and money now. That is one phrase that you can use again and again. You need to create that sense of urgency, so you don't need to shy away from that just because a lot of companies do it. But if you can find a more creative way, then definitely do that by all means. The next step is to create snapshots. Clear words and messages have the ability to paint word pictures. Vivid images leave impressions in customers' mind, giving them a sense of your business and the people behind your operation. A slick description often sends clients running to a competitor, whereas sincerity will build your reputation and inspire long-term loyalty. Remember the example I gave in the last video where we talked about, I guess it was Mountain Dew, who had created an inappropriate video that offended a lot of people. They were very sincere, and they actually built their reputation, and they inspired more long-term loyalty by being completely transparent and honest. People like you to have a face of humanity. They don't want you to be just some, business out there that is throwing jargon at them. Phrases like family-owned and operated, although it is getting a little bit old, or say dedicated to giving back to the community, those are still going to help clients connect with your humanity and your commitment. Make sure you back up your words and show that your business is genuine. Simplify your sentences. And I love this little saying here, simplify. Less is the new more. And this, again, is where marketing has changed from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and even the 60s and 70s. Things used to be very convoluted in marketing. And you look at the old packaging, for instance, and they completely, 100% filled that label up with copy. There was so much copy, there was no white space to really even understand the message or see the subject through it. Nowadays, we need simple language. Customers really respond much better to this. So through simple language, you can help readers to understand your business. Complexity and clutter make processing information really difficult, so don't pack multiple ideas into sentences. Make your thoughts easy to digest by using words that readers recognize, like giant, rather than chasing them to a dictionary with, how to define behemoth or something like that. Many don't have the time and are going to stop reading at the first stumbling block. Shorten those groups of words and show the importance of a period as well. So, a lot of people want to sound really smart and sound like, they're the professional, and so they'll put an article out on their blog and they'll link from their newsletter, but they're using such big words that their customers can't understand, can't relate, and pretty soon you're going to lose that customer. So make sure you're really simplifying. And lastly, refine your draft. After drafting your promotion, review the wording with some objectivity. Get someone else to look at it if you have to. Process the information as if you were a customer just learning about your business. Slash every word that's confusing or unnecessary or too big. Simplify and polish every word to help the essence of your company identify and your identity and your message rise to the top. So in summary, in Module 1 we discussed engagement marketing and the power of listening. In Module 2 we discussed branding, your unique selling proposition, and how to create a clear marketing message. In Module 3 we're going to cover the last foundational lesson, which is public relations, and then after that we'll get into email marketing and social media marketing. This is kind of the fun stuff. Take some time to work on your USP and creating a clear marketing message on an upcoming promotion, and we'll review those in your next Skype visit. I look forward to talking to you very soon. Take care.